You're saying our everyday lives tends to push us towards mental issues. As a human being, how do I sustain myself, or how do I help myself in the family unit to be able to live in this globalization, because it is with us now and we cannot say we are going to wish it away. So how do we live in this capsule of globalization, because this is where now we are able to make money in that capsule? How do we live and be able to challenge ourselves to be able to stay normal, you know, and not actually have mental health issues? What ways can help our viewers know that they can work in it and not get lost in it or lose their minds in it? Yes.
Self-aware. Si unaishi tu asubuhi hadi jioni, haujijui, hujielewi.
Yes.
Unajua wherever nimeshinda kazi and I'm feeling this way because I'm stressed. So encouraging people to talk about it. Also the society should avoid social stigma.
What is social stigma?
Where the society labels you.
Wewe ni mlevi.
Wewe ni mlevi, ule mwenda wazimu. Huyu sijui alifukuzwa kazi sababu ya ulevi. You know, we are less accommodative. The society should
be more accommodative.
Be more accommodative, because it's not a mental health is not a switch. Did you switch any switch asubuhi kusema start breathing?
No.
So even your mental health, you might be stigmatizing someone. Na wewe kesho uko hapo. So more health awareness also. Speaking about it. You see, people get well from mental illnesses, just like any other disease. It's a health condition. It's a chronic health condition. And in fact, our health systems should make it integrative, such that if we are attending the hypertensive clinics, there should be a component of mental health as I speak to you. Because you see, what I'm going through is what is leading to my hypertension. So not addressing the core issue of what I'm going through. Hypertension tu ni dawa itamanage, but you might manage it from the source. And it's ni stress nakaa nazo, I have no peace. I live in a toxic working environment. I live in a toxic family environment. It's all impacting my health. So if our health systems are more integrative, where I'm coming for my ARV medicine, and we talk about the mental. So when, as a clinician, I open up to the mental health component in my management, I might explore more and manage my patient better. Yeah. Also, working on the thoughts of the addicted people.
Yeah.
By motivating them positively.
Yes.
I don't like when people say, umeachwa sasa umekuwa motivational speaker. Speak! Kwani, it's giving you some relief.
Yes.
Speak. Then there's the vocational guidance. Even when we take them to rehab, you teach them something else, how to help themselves. Then education, also to the public on de-addiction. How do you go about it? The steps. How do you go about it? The psychoeducation. How do you go about it? Not just labeling.
How would you advise them? How, we as the community or the people living with them, probably the church, the workplace, how do we support each other so that we are not totally taken by the addictions? Or how do we help ourselves not to have mental issues emanating from addiction? You can also be addicted. I'm trying to think you can also be addicted also to your family. Probably you're so obsessive. You want your family to be in a certain way, and this can lead to a mental issue. Those who have various addictions, how do you help them so that they don't progress into mental issues?
Okay. I had a colleague who was the other day telling me, my daughter finished high school, she's going to campus. So mi asubuhi nimemwambia tuonane jioni. She's like, mom, how will I cross the highway? Hajawahi panda matatu. So the mom and practically kumuonyesha even now waingie kwa matatu, waende stage, wasimame kwa estate, matatu zinapandiwa hapa, waingie kwa matatu. Obsession with our families. Amuonyesha tunalipa aji na ukue mjanja, tutashukia wapi? Jioni pia alienda hapo campus akamgoja, wakaenda stage, waka practice route ya kuru. They did 2 days. Sahi msichana ako, she protected her baby girl. My baby, my baby. Stop laughing, I know you. So it's being toxic.
Yeah.
Wacha mtoto explore. Sahi with smartphones, what are we seeing? A 2-month baby, a 3-month, hata kula kama angali screen ya smartphone. What are you bringing up? We need this baby to develop, our mental development ndio ina happen. They should see, they should do, they should feel. Sasa yeye hizo haziko ni anafunguanga tu mdomo inawekwa, ukitoa simu analia.
Yes.
So that's why I'm saying we are bringing up zombies not ready to face the world. So also the church, the role of the church is to educate.
Like we are doing now.
Yes. Hiyo ni responsibility ya church to educate the masses. Kila, you know, the priests in the church, they have audience throughout the year. What information are you passing?
That's important.
Apart from the gospel,
Yes.
how are you empowering? You should grow your people, not only spiritually, but even intellectually, na how to face the world.
How to face the world.
Sindio? Every sector of the society has its role. Very crucial role to play. The workplace, religious scholars, the governments, the civil society, kila mtu ako na role. Tuko na hizi smartphone, internet, read. Biuliza watu, I normally ask people, why are you asking that? Si usome. Information iko hapo, use it, empower yourself. So even the church should also be ready to reassure victims. Know that you have demons. Or you're not coming here to repent. This is a safe space. Reassure the victims of abuse. And just encourage them to seek a priesthood blessing. Not to demons ziliingilia wapi. This is mental illness. No, even addiction is a mental illness. Because everything begins from the brain. Kila mtu ako na brain. So why don't we try to help each other balance our... The church has its role to educate, to reassure, to welcome.
What about the workplace, where we spend the days with all these addicted people, some addicted to their computers, some addicted to work?
Educating the public has to... Some are addicted to work.
Yeah.
We have good employers.
Yes.
So the public should also be encouraged to mobilize political will and avail the political to avail resources for us to assess. Having workplaces which are mental health friendly, we have counselors at work. Our places don't even employ them. They don't see, acha tu cost cut hapo. They will sack you before going through all the processes of rehabilitating you. You have the right to
be rehabilitated.
Yes.
Wow.
Which is a healthcare need. Very well covered by NHIF in our country, but we are not assessing it because lack of information. The governments also should be involved in mass media campaigns.
Oh.
When I say government, si tunaachia kazi yote na kada. Even at our county levels, we should have those dedicated systems where we engage the public. The chiefs barazas who are talking there, information ni nini inasemwa huko. Information itoke.
Yes.
Mental health illness tulisema it's just like any other illness.
Yes.
You can get well with proper support systems from family, workplace, church, kila mtu ako involved, government, kila mtu ako involved.
So would you say that we all need to work together to be able to have a stronger society? Because our society of nowadays is a bit fragmented in this sense. We do not want to really have that social fabric. Ni kila mtu na maisha yake, if I may say.
So
should we, even in the workplace, you find everyone is like, if I come, I do my work, I want to go away. Or I don't want a social life. Our social life now has been translated to the smartphone. Yeah? What would you advise us? Or, I mean, because now these issues of globalization are with us. As people who are living in this world, and it's not that we are going away, what should we do to be able to balance, you know, to have a balance? Because now the smartphone has helped us also revolutionize business doing, also delivering in work. How do we have the balance? How do we also have the balance even to the children we are bringing up, so that now they are able to use these things in a safe way to our benefit and not to destroy the society?
The smartphone and the internet will lead to some addiction that will waste man hours in managing your life, in taking yourself further, in your growth.
Yes.
As a person.
Yes.
So normally you say set a timer. 3 hours. Sigusi hii simu. I am going to tend to the goats and the chicken. Use those hours to be productive.
Yes.
I can come and see a few messages, but 3 hours.
Yes.
Siko kwa hii smartphone. When it comes to the smartphone and our children, there was a study that showed out of 5,000 children accounts on social media, they had 32 million male followers. Now, being aware of such information, so kupea mtoto smartphone na kumfungulia account ya sijui Instagram, TikTok, 5,000 children accounts ziko na 32 million male followers. I don't know what that information tells you. So, content yenye hata ukimpea limit content, put passwords and passwords and passwords, set limit time, and mtoto asilale na simu.
Yes. What about our youth? We are all crying for our youth. They are young, they are born in this time of a lot of globalization. They have to learn how to live with the social media and all that. Their jobs are in those social medias. How do they balance so that social media works for them and they don't get addiction and mental health issues? Because they are the future of the society.
Search for activities that involve less activities, real things that are happening, games, and engage in sports.
Yeah.
Be competitive in other areas, practically. See gaming kwa simu.
Oh.
Be more practical in your life than more soft.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Be more. You see, we grew up being more practical.
Yes.
We used to walk to the shamba.
Yes.
We used to do many things practically.
Yes.
And that's how we learned. Vitu mingi our youths hawajui because they have become more soft than practical.
When you say soft, is like they are used to using the phones.
Itafanya, will order, will nini, everything is easy.
Oh. What about
You're
us?
less seen. You're less seen. So why should I go and I can send someone to do it via phone?
Oh, okay.
The phone is doing everything for you. But when do you become a person?
So because these are everyday challenges, and they are with us. I have to go to work.
Yeah.
I have to feed my family. I have to bring up my children who will also be
Do
probably
it
teenagers.
practically.
Yes.
Don't leave. They also want to work practically. Wameambiwa finya laptops, ndio.
Yes.
Do other work.
Yes.
Kuna kazi mingi. You see, tumeacha farming who is left?
Very few. Yeah. The older generation.
And do you imagine when the youth get involved in farming? Farming yao huwa perfect sana.
So you're as
empower yourself to do other things that can be done with your hands manually. And also usisahau pia phone itakufanyia other things. So they are more empowered than us.
Oh
in
yes.
fact. Ndio nakwambia, if a youth plans to plant onions zake atakuwa research better than you.
Oh, he'll do better.
He'll do better. Shida sasa atuwape hiyo space ya kwenda kudu hiyo better. Akiweka kuku, hiyo farm yake ya kuku will perform better than yours.
Because they have information.
They have more information.
So you'd advise them to use the technology to do more practical things.
Yes.
They learn from the internet and from the phones and then they use that to translate into practical programs or business ideas that will further their lives. Yes. Instead of getting lost in that. One last question. What about those who are already addicted? We also have people with mental issues in our homes. As the community, how should we behave? How should we handle them? Yeah, I mean, you know, all of us, you meet with someone with a mental issue, we call them mad people. So, how do we behave, even in the marketplace when you meet them? How should we handle? Because they are part of our society either way.
We need to be more patient. Even though you don't know their background of the story, as they reach out to you, be more patient. Also be aware that you're not also being patient and supporting their, like being an enabler. Because also an addicted person can be very manipulative. Yes. Yeah, so watch out on how much you support, to what level, the boundaries, in as much as you will be patient with this person. Offer emotional support and reassurance. Let them know you care about them. And you will be there for them in case they need to open up or they need any help. Just give them that reassurance. Then offer them information. Some don't know, I'm already addicted. Offer them information on how they can get help. You see, for you, if I'm addicted, for me to get help, it has to come from me, my willpower. So give them information on how they can get helped. You also need to look after yourself, so that cannot come to affect you eventually, leading you to the same situation they are in. Yes. You know, as a human being, we copy habits. As we talk, you might think you want to explore. You see, even in addiction exploration, trying to understand, unaweza onja uingie kwa shimo. So also take care of yourself.
Thank you for staying with us. As you have heard, we have learned so much about the challenges that are affecting us every day as normal human beings in the normal working setups, in the normal family setups. We have learned that we have to really be self-aware. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to seek help. And we also have to have a balance. We have to have a life balance so that we don't lose ourselves into addiction or sell ourselves into addictions that will bring mental issues. We have also learned that mental health issues are normal diseases like any other, which we can seek help and people can be healed. So we don't need to be alarmed. We don't need to stigmatize those that are unwell, but we need to give them information so that they can learn, so that they can also find help. I want to tell our specialists to give us one more of their last view on this topic, and so that as we finish, we'll be able to end knowing that we have learned so much and what next from here.
Often we use mental health and mental illness as if they mean the same thing, but they do not. Everyone has mental health, just like everyone has health. There is no health without mental health. In the course of our lifetime, not all people will experience mental illness, but everyone will struggle to have a challenge with their mental well-being. Sawa sawa. Just like we have other challenges in our physical well-being from time to time. So when we talk about mental health, we are talking about our mental well-being, our emotions, our thoughts, our feelings, and our ability to solve and overcome those problems and difficulties. Our social connections. So hiding in the house, nini, it's not part of hiding and being on your phone throughout, no interactions. So social connections, peer is a part of mental health, and understanding the world around us is also good mental health. Mental illness, sio tumesema ni mental health. Mental illness is an illness that affects the way people think, the way people think and feel and behave, and how we interact with others. So there are very many mental illnesses, and they have different symptoms, and they impact us in different ways. So when we talk of mental health, we are not talking about mental illness. Those are two different things. Yes. And everyone has a brain, and that's where everything begins.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for honoring us and coming to our program. We've come to the end of our program today, and we wish everyone a beautiful mental health, that we must take care of ourselves and trust God to walk with us in this journey. Thank you.